Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and his name is his name is Maff. Hello, Maff. How you doing?
Hello. This reminds me a bit of University Challenge, with the sort of like the two levels, I guess, the above and below.
Hello. My
Yeah.
name's
Anyway, so that fell flat.
my name's Save. I'm reading whatever. Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, all of that stuff. So Scotty, hello. Who we? Oh, is that it? Oh, we've got 5 people watching me, so which is a good start. It tends to start a bit like that, doesn't it? And then we get a gathering of people. Oh, someone's just dropped out. Brilliant. So
yeah, the kind of coach arrives, doesn't it? And then everyone piles in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So welcome to everyone watching so far, and we shall endeavour to, I think, have slightly slicker introductions, a bit more planned out.
Yeah. Anyway, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah. Had a
We've been up to
fun weekend, I suppose, of just
good.
editing videos and doing all that kind of stuff, and raring to go. Monday, it's going to be an interesting crypto trading week. I think probably quite a lot of activity. So
I believe there's quite a lot of news, isn't there?
Say again.
I believe there's quite a lot of news and stuff this week.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we'll have to go through some of that, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I keep seeing that it mentions that kind of Bitcoin is at a critical level this week, probably because of all the newsy stuff and so on. But that does seem to be like every week. To be fair, it's always at a critical level. So
Oh yeah.
but,
Totally.
yeah, but maybe this week in particular, because it feels a little bit sort of now or never ish for if we're going to get a relief rally or not, or if it just capitulates and heads back down. But we'll obviously go into a whole bunch of that stuff anyway.
Okay. Right. So as ever, I normally talk about the CME gap, don't I? There wasn't one. Literally when it opened. So we closed at what was that? Hang on. This is the hourly chart, isn't it? So Sunday. Yeah. So that was Friday. So Friday we closed at 75.80. And then when it opened on Sunday, we were up here, and then it sort of dropped there. But it was really weird. Yeah. As soon as the CME opened, we had this kind of like wick up there to like 72,785, which has confused me slightly because if we go to a normal chart, let's say what's that one? That'll do. Right. So what I was gonna, what's that doing now? Let's get rid of that. Okay. Because what I was thinking was that if we, if we kind of went up over the weekend, we might make a lower high, which means that we're going to go down. So technically, if you're looking at that one there, we actually didn't make a lower high. We actually made a higher high if you count that wick. No, it was just a wick. So do we count that or not? So probably not, I would think. So
well, I mean, that's on the 1 hour. If you went to the 30 minutes, maybe does it still do that?
Yeah. So
I guess it's still a bit wicky.
It is literally just, and it was bang on 11 p.m. last night. Anyway, what the cool thing was last night was I actually did a little live stream on the other channel actually last night, but I didn't do much. I just sort of drank some beer and had a chat with James. James Sudworth. I think he's one of the.
Okay.
He's never here at lunchtime, but is he
more of a night owl, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think he was a guy I knew from the old Stonksy days, but he does insist on using Market Cipher, which is an inferior product. that.
Compared with what we've got to offer.
Yeah. Well, basically, what he said, "Oh, that's looking bearish," sort of. And this was like just before the CME opened, so it was about. Oh no, or was it? I think it was dead on. It was literally like 5 to 11 last night, UK time, or UTC if you like. So it was actually when the CME opened. Now I was using a more advanced indicator, of course, which
we shall probably name shortly.
Yeah. Which where's it gone? Hang on.
It's hiding.
Sorry, so I turned off my my thingy. Oh, hang on, I might on the bloody CME layout. What a fool! Right, okay. So this is an indicator which is better than Market Cipher B or A or whatever it's called, and because apparently I've never used Market Cipher, to be honest, but I believe it's a sort of RSI convergence divergence detector thing, which
yeah. I've seen screenshots of it. I haven't really used it either, but I noticed like it always seems very sure of itself. Like this is a long signal, this is a short signal, and so on. You kind of, so it's literally telling you to go long or go short, rather than just kind of, here are the facts, here's the analysis, and enough for you to make an informed decision. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, actually quite trusting then to actually take its signal and run with it, I suppose. It takes a bit of the thought. I'd say it takes a bit of the critical thought process out. It's just my feeling on it. So,
is it actually like that? Is it like sort of go long, go short sort of thing? Because it really is as straightforward as that.
Well, I mean, I'm probably being a bit reductive on it there, but I mean, obviously it does have a lot more stuff. But the screenshots I've seen, they always have that kind of. Maybe that's why those are the ones that get posted, because it's like short signal, long signal, or whatever from Market Cipher. So.
Okay, well, fair enough. Anyway, so I mean, I was looking at it on the 1 hour for a bit, and I was saying, well, yeah, I kind of agree actually, sort of to some extent, because we had this kind of red background here at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, so there could be a bit of down, sort of, and obviously the momentum oscillator was quite high then, so that was showing that the it was fairly overbought. However, I did go down to the 1 minute time frame. Let me just go back. Right, so where were we? We were, it was here, wasn't it? And what we kind of did, we kind of, both me and Jay, it was only me and him there. It was
it's cozy.
But what we did, we both missed going short from here, unfortunately. Which we could have got, because it had a red background, it had a red super down, and it had just gone up loads. It was like, that's, don't know. That was anyway. So by the time we both realised, definitely missed it, sort of thing. This bearish retracement level has started to appear here.
Beautiful.
And I was saying, well, I don't think it might go down for a bit, but I think it's got to go back up first, and I think James was sort of saying, I think it'll go to like 71.5. Okay, didn't, and I said, well, that bearish retracement level is at 71.3, so I think it will probably go there, but I said I've just got to go to sleep, so I don't really want to set an order up there, but I wish I had done.
Yeah, god damn.
Because that was absolutely beautiful, wasn't it? That happened at
so
4 o'clock.
So this is what this superior indicator that we're talking about actually gives you. So basically, I mean, if you look at the other retracement levels as well, it literally it's that level of precision, isn't it? And
it's
consistent
stunning.
too.
It's stunning because okay, so that was me asleep here, right? And yeah, meanwhile the Asians were massively dumping the market. And then usually at 4 o'clock in the morning when it's normally at its worst, that's when it went up, closed that retracement, and then it came down. But by then, look here, all the excitement happens in the morning when I'm asleep, but 2:30 in the morning, UK time, it starts to draw this bullish retracement level here. So, from there it goes boom up to there, closes that, then comes down here, and this is a bullish retracement. So this one here means that it will probably go back up, and it did.
Sure enough.
Now, now since then, obviously it's come down quite a bit, and it is leaving these retracements back up here. So what I tend to do in this situation, which I think you need a certain level of TradingView, but I quite like to put it on the 3-pane view. Are they all the same thing? They're not, are they? Let me just change that one to what was it? It was Bybit, wasn't it? Bybit, and it's I think it's that one I'm using. That'll do. Right. So what I like to do in this circumstance, right, is put it on the 1 minute, the 3 minute, and the 12 minute, and try and find a bottom. So obviously, when I did that, that was this morning. What time did I go out? I went out about 9 o'clock. So yeah, by 9 o'clock, it had actually come down to complete this retracement, this retracement here. Now this one here on the 12 minute, this one here is a bullish retracement sort of thing. So what normally happens with these is when the price comes down, it overshoots or undershoots, is it? I don't know. Overshoots slightly, then goes back. And I think at the moment,
currently in the process of doing that,
yeah. So I think at the moment it's struggling a little bit, but basically what we can see is here on the 1 minute, it came down to here. We got a super up indicator on the momentum oscillator, meaning the price is probably going to go up for a bit. This is only the 1 minute time frame. And here we were getting the trend shield, and the trend shield means okay, things are looking like it's going to go down. Sorry, it's going to go up, but for the moment it's actually going down. So hang on a minute. That worked absolutely beautifully, right? So then when they stopped appearing, it started going up, okay, and it's come up here now. Now we have got a little bit of a problem here because we've now got a super down and a red thing. So that will probably come down to this retracement here, okay, at like 68,772, right? So if that comes down to there, that also coincides. Oh, it's gone with this bullish retracement that's starting to appear here. So we might have a little bit of wiggling down there, maybe like a little bit more. This is what I think it will do, like in the next hour or two. I think we might come down again a little bit, and then maybe go back up for a little bit. It doesn't look very strong, I must admit, but that's just to show you what you can do with Quadzilla and how it really does give you an idea of where the price is going to go.
And it plays out. That's the thing. Like we see it play out just like over and over again. And it, as we've pointed out a few times before as well, it has the stats built in, so you can kind of see on a particular chart, on a particular time frame, and so on, just what the consistency rate is for each of those. So it's it gives you a trading edge for sure, definitely. I think anyone who doesn't have Quadzilla on their TradingView charts, you're seriously missing out, honestly, because it just gives you a particular read on the market and about just the structure, just kind of like where the level's going to go to and where it's going to go to after that as well. So yeah,
There are a few things here on the 1 hour time frame which are a little bit worrying, though, I must admit. One of them is this retracement level here, which is at 67.1k. We've also got that 200-week moving average as well down there as well, but I don't know. I think that's for another day. I'm not sure. So there is that as well. We've also got this completion of this step 3 of this bearish retracement that happened then as well at 68k. So it's kind of implying to me that we might be stuck in a bit of a range here for a while, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think so.
sort of like that sort of thing, maybe. Okay. Anyway, that's what I think. We can do some proper TA with math in a minute, but should we have a look at the comments and see if anyone's here?
Good idea. Let's do that. Oh, a fair number of people here. Oh, actually, because we let's see. Oh, there's me. Oh, hello, me. Welcome back.
Oh, there's me.
Yeah, just the ultimate egotist, I guess. Yeah. Hey, Scotty. Oh, that wasn't leading into that. The ultimate egotist. Hey, Scotty. So, DC.A369. Hello. I'm in Germany. Guten Tag. Welcome. KB6 afternoon. And also quite handy because we were obviously talking about the weekly news events for this week because there's quite a lot going on. So I think Scotty has given us basically a good breakdown of what we can expect this week. Lots of Monday, I think, from the looks of it. But before that, luckily he did talk about big week ahead for crypto. So when's February the 11th? That's not like, in 2 days. So that's Wednesday. Trump and Netanyahu meeting in DC to discuss Iran. Also then, non-farm payroll data. Yeah, that'll be kind of interesting. Expect volatility. And Friday, CPI data for January. Then I guess what's my maths like? No, still Friday. Okay. So DHS funding deadline, potential shutdown, eek. So that's still going on. That is kind of like this big cloud that's just hanging over the market at the moment. Just this kind of looming potential shutdown of the US government again. So we'll see. Also from Scotty, thanks to these, this makes us kind of look smart. The fact that he posts these things in here, we can just read them out. So the White House will hold a key meeting on Tuesday, February 10th, to resolve a standoff between the banks and the crypto industry. The space of the Genius Act, I think, isn't it? Oh, sorry, the Clarity Act. The talks, the latest push to meet, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And meanwhile, Aussie, g'day lads from Townsville. Hello. ISM indicators currently over 50%. So that could be good. Even if it's just like a kind of a short-term rally. I say short-term, I mean like, for a week or two. That'd be nice.
Remind me again what it is.
ISM? I don't know. That's Aussie can help on that way. Oof. Hello, Kaz. Sorry, late. Honestly. You forgot to set your alarm. So I put notification on, but if I'm on a different tab, even though this one is open, I don't get a beep beep. Yeah, that's weird.
I wasn't aware anyone got a beep beep, actually.
Yeah. But good to know that you can get a beep beep for the alarm. So,
and Kaz, I did reply to you in Discord as well, and I will get that sorted out this week.
Okay. How do we treat different WJM? Hello. Different retracement lines levels on different time frames.
That's a good question.
That's something we could go into that a wee bit. The retracement levels. Sure, I'll just go utterly psycho and just tear the room apart or something, just for no apparent reason. So, You can also call them lines. Obviously, it's fine. So, how do we treat? Oh, did that one? Where are we at? I tend to think of. I don't know what it is. Because I know lots of people do call them retracement lines. So I'm not like picking on any one person in particular or anything like that. But it just reminds me. But it's like if someone kind of views the world in terms of geometry. Everything is a geometric shape or pattern. It's like, oh, in my house, we're thinking of getting double glazed oblongs installed. So that sort of thing. Maybe that's just me. So I think it is.
What?
Well, like retracement lines, for example, they're levels because the level is the thing. I mean, yeah, it's the thing on the screen, the thing on the chart is a line for sure, but it's marking out a level. That's the thing.
Do I call them? Is it me? Do I call them lines? I do, don't I? Sometimes.
I think everyone does, to be honest, but including me. But it just makes me think like if someone just sees the world in terms of geometric shapes and things, like we're going to do up our house. We're going to put in some double glazed oblongs and this kind of thing. The windows.
You're going to put in some advanced mechanism that allows you to see through walls.
Yeah, exactly. Just if only there was a name for it. So, where we at? Yeah. So Scotty, Oh! I thought that was another song lyric. Then Bitcoin gonna double bottom, recent lows, then spring back to the upside. I know it, don't we?
Sounds like a song.
Yeah, it does. You know it, I know it. Yeah, it's got to happen, isn't it? It's got to happen. Bitcoin has been kind of teasing for a long time about this this relief rally. It's like, is this going to be the week when we finally see that kind of launch to the upside? Just maybe when people are just least expecting it, because how it tends to happen. So, KB, bear market or a shakeout to fuel the next expansion? Bear market. Sorry, it's playing out so like clockworky. So just like every previous kind of 4-year cycle, everything is happening exactly according to the stars, to the fates, and this sort of thing. To the bidding of the archons, So it's so just like the next 4-year cycle after this, and so on. So we'll see a low. I know I'm sounding suddenly very certain about that, but I very much expect we'll see a low at the usual sort of time, which will work out. Was it September-ish, give or take, of this year? In the meantime, there's not to say that the market price can't like go up a bit. It'll zigzag as it tends to. So it might turn out to be quite a shallow bear market, but kind of still a bear market. I mean that's my hope anyway. Although of course if it drops to the sort of to the 30s or something like that'd be just absolutely major accumulation time. So if it's going to happen, just bring it on. Just fill your boots and your bags and anything else you can find. So yeah, Aussie probably going to be a choppy market, sideways till the crypto clarity bill is passed for now. Yeah, uncertainty. But if the market is chopping sideways, and that's its uncertainty, that suggests that there's pent up bullishness there, the desire to buy, but just waiting for that, clarification. So might well expect a bit of a pump then once that's sorted out. Once it's sorted out in either direction, really. So yeah, road being blocked by the Dems and the banks. Just how it is, isn't it? So it's like I was only kidding around. So I occasionally lapse and call them lines as well. We'll do.
Do you?
No, I'd be nice.
Never.
Yes. No. So CT's become an echo chamber. CT? Crypto Twitter, sure. It's become an echo chamber of false narratives. Yeah. Trying to make sense of this. Yeah. All the data you need is on the chart. It's true. It really is true. It's there. You can just, and it is clockwork, isn't it? It's the machinations of the celestial things moving predictably and so on. The only things that vary, I think, from cycle to cycle are the levels involved, the price levels.
Lines.
And of course that's why we got Quadzilla and the retracement levels, so we get that read on it as well. So can't really go wrong then. Notifications on YouTube are broken. I'm subscribed and don't. Oh, I wonder if you're being shadow banned.
Me?
Yeah. People aren't getting the notification alarms. For the channel.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah.
Wonder why that could happen.
Well, that's it. You talk about crypto and stuff, so it's part of the course, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just trying to think of anything. I mean, you don't know if that happens, do you? Because it's in the shadows.
Yeah, hence the name. It's tricky one. Well, I was going to say there's no real particular way that we can verify that, but the fact that people aren't receiving the notifications, it is kind of the verification, really. At least it's the symptom, you know.
Those people, can you make sure that you are still subscribed? Because I've heard of things happening to other people where all of a sudden people just become unsubscribed to something. It's never happened to me.
The notification bell as well. Ding dong, you know, just getting that in place, or making sure it is still in place.
So go and do that now. Go on. While you're there, give the live stream a like. Yeah, we need to get more likes as well. So,
for definite. Yeah. So similarly on X, well, likes as well. Retweet, please. Repost, comment, all those good things. I see. Oh, we've actually got 6 people watching on Mafftopia on X, which I really appreciate. Please do follow if you're not already. That'd be pretty awesome. I need to get the number of followers up on there. And you got slightly more, well, a lot more people watching on Save with Crypto on X as well, and a fair number of people watching on YouTube as well, which is pretty good. So Pippin rising,
good old
the old channel mascot, channel
just
mascot shitcoin. Yeah.
Just before I forget, if you join the Discord, by the way, savercrypto.org/Discord, join the Discord, and when you get in there, I mean, first of all, every time we do a live stream or if I make a video, I will post in there, and you should get notified from that anyway. And also, when you get in there, you can't interact that much with the Discord at first. But what do they have to do to just
DM us, either you or me.
It's just we need to make sure you're not a bot or someone from the dark side.
Yeah, wherever that may be. So,
yeah,
could name a few names,
but it won't help.
No.
Yeah. So of course, do like the live stream. Okay, shall we move on and do the old thingamy?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Altcoins, shortcoins, stocks and Forex too.
Okay, good.
Cool.
Yeah, and by the way, that cheeky fellow that you saw just then gyrating on the screen, that cheeky monster, is of course Quadzilla, and you too can have Quadzilla gyrating in your living room um, for for the sum of we're on euros today. I think I'm connecting via Portugal on this day, so 95 euros a month on the monthly, which works out at £80, or on the yearly it's 70 euros. Wow, that's surprisingly cheap. 70 euros, which works out at £60, more or less sometimes, and some other amount in US dollars as well, or Canadian dollars, or whatever you particularly want to use, really. For that, you get, to be honest, a whole bunch of stuff of just very, very accurate, very, very consistent indicator levels and signals and things on TradingView, and of course you also get kind of premium access to the Save with Crypto trading Discord as well. Is it premium access? I just access. Yeah, I just well, didn't get access for free anyway. But what does this give you?
What were you saying about Canadian dollars there?
I just threw it in because you can pay in whatever currency you want. I think it just works out the three that we supply the price in are different. But you can, if you're in Canada, you can pay from your Canadian dollar bank through Stripe, and it kind of figures it out. So, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, I mean, obviously it does the exchange rate thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So what have we got here? Actually, let's just. I knew there was something I wanted to see. I was going to create a CoinGlass account because I think they suddenly just stopped wanting to show things unless you logged in. But maybe it's back now. Maybe they acquiesced. Oh, they did. Hurrah! Okay. So so before we get to the charts, let's have a look at this chart. So the liquidation heat map for Bitcoin on Binance, that's merely the 24-hour. So, but that is kind of telling us, even on that much shorter time frame, or that very short time frame, that where are we at now? Is that today? Yeah, 68, 69. So we've got a bit of liquidity above, kind of going up towards whatever the 693, a little bit more up there, and so on up. Below 683, just very, very close by, really. Given that amount there is hardly any, so it only really kind of starts there. It's kind of a halfway point. It's 50% level, isn't it, between up there and down there? So just from that, I feel like it could go kind of either way. But if we go from that to say the 3 month. Oh yeah, okay, that's where it comes in. Log in to unlock. I've got to do that. It's a silly thing to not be signed up. So anything beyond do they allow the 3 day? No. Okay. 48. No, it's 24-hour, or just give us your firstborn or whatever. So I shall line up the firstborn, I guess. Anyway, so that's that. Was that learn with tap? So it's random clicking thing. Oh, of course, yeah. We were critiquing the tap as in XTP website a week or two ago, weren't we?
Critiquing.
It's one way to. I wonder if they updated the front page.
Probably not.
I so want tap to do well in XTP because I own quite a lot of it, so I really wanted to do a bit of number go upping. So it's okay, isn't it? But it's also just not really all that great. Slick, but tells you nothing. I think that's my feeling on that. Anyway, yeah, so it's like digression on that one. So here we've got Bitcoin on the daily. So should we, I'm just going to go this way a little bit so I don't get a crick in my neck. Yeah, Bitcoin on the daily, we have got, looking at this, in fact, yeah, maybe if I go to the 2-day, start from this slightly higher time frame, it's going to delete that just so you can see what's what. So essentially what we've got here is, what have we got? Actually, further down, yeah, so we've got the, this is actually the 200-week MA that's been creeping out that. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's got to be, because it looks like it is the 200-week. And as I was saying the other day, just late last week, the 200-week moving average just kind of touched up to this kind of order block that had drawn in some time ago, and that's just kind of continued to have some relevance. And in particular, that it's now touching the bottom, as I say, the bottom of that order block. So we could well expect something like this to happen. Doink, doink. Kind of likely, but just like how high up does it go first? So if it does touch that, I think the 200-week MA doesn't really kind of mark out a specific thing as such, like because I think it was being touted around as, oh, this might mark out the cycle low and this sort of thing, but it's nowhere near. It just isn't that. Maybe the low of this price move at the moment overall, but and in fact, as you can see, we didn't really kind of quite get down to it, and that might simply remain the case. Like, were we going to bounce off that and head up, or we're just going to get down a bit closer to it and head up? So I don't know if there's any particular sort of price magnet type of thing in terms of just open orders and so on, or kind of aggressive buys, or, well, I suppose aggressive sells, really, just to get it down to that level, and then open orders to shoot the price back up again. So I don't know if there's any of that in particular that would kind of make it inevitable, the price must touch down to that point and then head back up. But we'll see. So where it is at the moment, funnily enough, it's kind of reached the top of that same order block, which in terms of the scribble that I drew in, is kind of where it got to there. So we might see that happen. But equally, if it breaks through, it attempted to break through above that and hit that kind of other line I drew in as a top, and then kind of rejected back down. So yeah, what I was also going to point out just on the 2-day, the thing that I had drawn in just now, which is a parallel channel, just to show you where I'd drawn that from and to and why and so on. So actually I'll draw it in first, and then you can kind of see it's just spadoing that down to the horizontal and then up to there. So I've basically drawn that in between this bullish retracement level here and this bearish retracement level up there. And this is something that that Quadzilla normally draws in, but in this case it kind of didn't, because this had already kind of finished its step 2, I think, there. And just maybe you should have drawn that in. Have I actually got that set? Sorry, just for a sec. I'm just going to check. Levels. Oh, that's why. Okay, I'll just do that. Have it drawn automatically. There we go. In fact, it draws in a whole lot more besides. So, in fact, what's happened there is that I think is actually drawn in one from all the way down there, which tells us something else. We've got two things. Sorry. So what this is drawn in for us, sorry, I realise I've totally just digressed onto a completely different thing there. Maybe what I'll do, I'll come back to that. I'll just try and stay on one topic at a time. So I'll temporarily just undraw those and draw back in that. We can talk about that first. Bring that back up. So just bring that back into view and have another go. So yeah, it's from there to there and then up to there. Yeah, so the reason I wanted to draw this in was this gives us a fair value sort of 50% level going along here, and it kind of gives us a bit of a read on just the current market strength. I mean, obviously it's, current market strength is weak in the sense that that's happened, but in the process of getting to there, it kind of did this kind of along, attempted to break up through that fair value zone there, just utterly rejected off it. So this lower 50% you can kind of think of as the discount zone, and this area up here is kind of like the premium zone. So if Bitcoin is just kind of staying within that discount zone and in fact rejects off that 50% level, doesn't even break above it, just like kind of touches it, and then just quite sharply strongly rejects from that down, then that's a pretty strong sign that the price is going to just do some weak negative things before it even stands a chance of getting back up. And in fact, that the sort of ranging that it did there, the accumulation, also didn't look particularly strong. I mean, it had a bit of a kind of hammer candle type thing there, but so that was a bearish candle anyway. So and there's a bit of a very subtle kind of just downward slope on that. Plus all of the EMAs were all just kind of working their way down even during that. You can just see the downness of them. The 9 EMA had crossed below the yellow 21, so the cyan and yellow 9 and 21. So that's a very bearish sign just there, bit of a sign of that bad things are going to happen from there. And obviously they did. It's so I'm being very wise after the event on this, but just pointing out that the sort of things that you can read during that happening, and to get a feel for where the price is going to go. And if obviously it really capitulated down to this other kind of order block level that we had going on there. So for Bitcoin to just smash its way back up through there again, it's also got to get through. It's got to close above that level. It's got to close above that level. It's got to get up through this kind of no man's land between the two, up back into this order block. Then it's got to just take a running dive. Is that how it works? Yeah, take a running takeoff up thing, and
jump.
and yeah, yeah, and get enough momentum to just smash its way up through that fair value zone, up into the premium area. And you see there, even there's that liquidity as well. It'll have to sort of break its way up through there, and the one that's set out by this bearish retracement level, that kind of coincides with just more liquidity around there as well. So there's a lot that it's got to do. So it's going to need repeated strengths to repeated reserves of strength, I suppose, to be able to kind of smash it through all these different levels. And at the moment, it hasn't got that, has it? I think probably, as Scotty was saying in the chat, that it's there's probably price action in waiting at the moment until the Clarity Act is passed, and we get some just literally clarity on that. So actually, also just think strange shows liquidation heat map shows we should be going up. Yeah, I think there's definitely a bit of that. So we'll see. So yeah, so that was a 2-day. I think once it goes, it should just really go. but it's obviously just got to kind of gather steam a bit first, and then just convincingly smash its way up through these different kind of resistance levels. But on the daily, we kind of got this, and excuse me, sorry. What's the daily tell us? Yeah, so on here you can kind of see really that the price has been straddling the top of that order block all along there as well. So it doesn't tell us much else that the 2-day wasn't, except that you kind of just see how the price has been ranging within there, and that's kind of why I drew that order block in up there, because it's obvious just accumulation going on within there, and the price just didn't really manage to break out of it. It was repeated resistance and rejection from the top of that zone. Even when it kind of managed to get up through there, it rejected off that 50%, the fair value level anyway, and smashed down. And then it just a sequence of bearish retracement levels along there, just saying, stormy times ahead, stormy times ahead, stormy times ahead. Kind of like, even if the price gets back up to here, expects a bit of a rejection, at least on the first attempt. So there's that. So 4 hour tell us anything much else on that? A bit. Funnily enough, it's kind of coincidence, but just that drawing that line in, the price ends up just kind of just following that line anyway, and just virtually bouncing off it as it became a trend line. And if it does that back down, that's kind of possible, I would say. Is it likely? It just feels a bit sort of 50% either way at the moment. Excuse me. So, yeah. But I think if it does drop, this would next be this would be the next line in the sand. In that case, that it could hopefully just kind of bounce off and head back up. What am I doing? Put that back. So on the 1 hour, a quick look at that. Just see lots of green. No, that's the thing. But I think maybe on here what I could do is if we draw in, this little puppy, the fixed range volume profile. Where from? Maybe from up there. So down to, we could try that. Probably worth a look. This is going to make the chart very messy. So apologies for that. But if I just kind of bring that down to there, I guess. And I'll just switch off Quadzilla just for a sec, just so we can kind of see what the hell is going on. So this gives us a pretty decent point of control along there. It gives us, in fact, obviously that. To us, when you have something like any kind of volume profile like this, it really is just telling you what you can kind of see on the chart anyway, doesn't it? Like that. Maybe if I draw it a bit, that point of control is just simply saying, oh, there's a lot of stuff, orders that are opened along there, liquidity. Therefore, the price is obviously going to return to that level and close a bunch of those orders, whether stop them out probably, whether the traders with those positions open want them to be closed or not. They're going to get closed. So the price is going to head back to there. Those are, I suppose you could see them as passive orders at the moment, but it's the direction that the market makers kind of send the price in, because they want to scoop up all of that lovely liquidity, just scoop up all of that profit essentially. So there's that. So the FRVP fixed range in this case is telling us that, but you can kind of see it anyway. Down here is kind of telling us a similar thing. We've got that level there, and it's also just kind of saying, oh yes, there's all of this as well. And I think actually, was that my dash line, Adrian? Oh no, that is part of the FRVP. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of telling us that, so it's a similar story essentially. That got all that liquidity. It's also that bit down there, but the bulk of it is here. You can similarly see from that, just along there, that's potentially another bottom, another like local low, I suppose. And then the bottom of that, it just kind of like says, yeah, there's a wick there, but whatever. This is where the action has been going on, and in a similar sort of way. I mean, there's a fair amount of liquidity still there, so we could see the price come down to collect all of that, and that bounce would then be kind of 62.5 if it happens. Whether it actually gets down that far in this move, to know. But I sort of feel like it might want to. So in effect, that would also kind of double bottom as well, doink, and then up. That. So just to kind of, so it might bounce off there a bit, doink, then down to double bottom, and then to the low Earth orbit satellite, not really the moon, but but the best we can do in this market. So yeah, there's that. I've added some more scribbles to my chart, which I'm pleased with. So let's put Quadzilla back on. That's about it, really. That's all that's really going to go through. Planning to go through the Bitcoin stuff.
So to answer, I think it was WJMJ, whatever. To answer his question about how do we treat retracement levels on different time frames.
Yeah.
I'll just say my bit first, but then
sure.
you can
you
can say no, that's wrong.
Start talking about lines and oblongs. Yeah.
Yeah. So the way the indicator works is it relies on the data that it's fed just from the price and what happened to the price over a period of time. And it does that with moving averages and stochastic momentum things, and that's what it is. So the actual indicator doesn't really know what a month is or what a second is. It's just the data. So regardless of what time frame you're on, it's going to draw in those retracement levels. So get it right.
Everyone on edge now.
Don't mention the war. No. And
maybe mention it. I think I got away with it. Yeah.
So even if you're looking at stuff on the 1 second, you would still see them appear. So you have to bear in mind the way price moves. Price doesn't move in a straight line. Say at the moment, like for example, we're obviously in a bearish trend. If you're looking at it on something like the weekly time frame, you can see that very clearly over the past month or so. We're very bearish. But right at the moment, say for example on like the 5-minute time frame, it's looking a little bit bullish. So within a pattern, you do get the ups and downs sort of thing. So you kind of need to decide, what kind of time frame you're interested on trading with. Now, the way I do that is I kind of think, well, okay, I'm probably going to be in front of my computer from far too long, really. But from say like 9 a.m. until probably about 5 p.m. I'm going to be aware of what's happening. So how many time frames do I want to be looking at within that time sort of thing. So for me, something like the 1 hour makes sense. Then you've got like a few candles to play with, and so I kind of like I will look on the 1 hour to get an idea of where the price is going to go in the course of the day, and then within that, if the price is coming down like what it was this morning, and like what I showed at the start of the stream, I would actually go down to a much lower time frame, and I'll do that thing with like the 1, 3, and 12 minute sort of thing when I'm trying to find the bottom, you know. So I'll use retracement levels at that kind of microscopic level, if you like, to do that. But when I've got an idea about how the whole thing is working out on a bigger time frame, like the 1 hour, for example, then obviously beyond that, you know, if you're looking at assets, how they're performing over time, I will be doing the same thing, looking at, you know, the weekly or the daily time frame. So basically, the retracement levels are always going to be there on different time frames and stuff. It's just a matter of how your trading fits in with that. I don't know if that's a particularly good or useful explanation of how I think about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
feel free to elaborate.
I think that says it all, really. It sort of covers it. I mean, it's
Bloody hell.
well, I mean, one thing I just point out on here though, because it went to the weekly when you mentioned that, and that level there. So just the fact that from back in November 24. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think, did we cover this one before on the weekly? So November 2024, Quadzilla kind of predicted that the price was going to be doing all this kind of stuff and then basically come back down to this level and bounce off it. And then, at the start of this month, the 2nd of Feb, it kind of did exactly that. That's mad. So the way that you'd use this sort of thing in your trading, apart from it's a bit like kind of being able to see into the future and fill in the lottery numbers and the winning lottery numbers, that sort of thing. So it kind of just, it tells you this stuff like that one again. I mean, these ones down here are a bit kind of like, well, to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if they do end up playing out. But it kind of tells you that, what does it tell you? That, like, even like taking that one as an example, say if the price up here somewhere, and kind of as soon as the EMA starts to curve down, or you start to see some corroboration on the momentum oscillator down here, you know that it's going to be a safe short position to take, even if the price does kind of head on back up. You know that at some point it's going to come down to that level. So that's one side of it. You can also look at it as I could put a limit order down here, or maybe slightly below it. You know, in fact, to be honest, you'd have to set it as you put a limit order down here to go long, sort of in preparation. So as soon as the price comes down, it kind of hits that level. Can obviously wicks down a bit. You can never quite predict that sort of thing, but wicks down and then just like within the same candle bounces back up and heads on up. So that both of those would have been a very, very tidy trade. And like still on the weekly, that started to draw in this bearish retracement level here now as well, which is at 86.5. And another thing to keep in mind, because that one kind of ties in pretty nicely with is the bottom of that area of liquidity just there. So when you see that sort of correlation, it's well worth paying attention to it, because sometimes you see a retracement level kind of drawn in, and you think, well, what part of the chart is it sort of corroborating? And so, because obviously it's formed in a particular, is formed from the kind of price and momentum dynamics behind the scenes. So it just kind of finds a level essentially from that, rather than being based on sort of I mean, obviously it's based on price history, but price history specific levels, if you see what I mean. So it isn't like based on detected order blocks or anything like that. So, but when the price, when the levels it draws in do sort of match up with things like detected order blocks, then that's corroboration reached from two different approaches, really. So when they're in agreement like that, then that's a very, very strong signal. You can kind of see it, like maybe drop down to the 1 hour for that. And so this sort of thing here, so that one is at 78.2, and a similar thing, because there's all of this liquidity build up there, lots of accumulation and open orders just waiting to be closed, and because that retracement level just is virtually just bang in the middle of those, so you kind of know that that's going to turn out to be an important level in particular. Kind of the same with this one. That's tied in with this, pretty much like that area there. There's a step 3 of that bullish one there as well, so it's a kind of bit of a range just there. That one the same. That's tied in with all of that accumulation along there, and so on and so on. So, and because of that, this kind of gives you these steps, these tiers that the price is going to like work its way through. So you'd expect to see. I should just bring in all of the messy drawings in. So you'd expect to see. Actually, what I might do for that, I'll just find a cleaner chart. Maybe this one. Just see if it's got the same things going on. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? It just reset chart. Oh, it has. Okay, yeah. Different chart, but it's kind of picked up basically the same things on there. So give myself enough room. Oh, let's do this. So you'd expect to see. I mean, just going backwards a bit here, but say if that's now, the price is going to go up to there, bounce off it a bit. Might even be that, but be there, bounce off it a bit to there, bounce off it again, and there, bounce off it, and then hopefully that. But who knows? That's gone above 100, so probably not at the moment anyway. Where it kind of gets up to, in fact, should have a quick look at that. So got the SMA. If I just switch that to the daily, I guess we're actually on the daily on here as well. But yeah, let's do that. So this, of course, is that kind of magic level, isn't it? That we see mentioned all over the place that the price is going to, like having come out of the bull market, we'll see this relief rally that comes up and touches the daily 200 MA, and so that'll probably do that then, won't it? I think about there, because of course the 200 MA is kind of working its way down, and it's already now just at 102. That is that level, isn't it? Yeah. So by the time the price actually gets back up there, if it's continuing that sort of thing, it's going to be that, isn't it? Just where is that now? What was that level? 92. Might even be that. 89.4. That's entirely possible, because by that stage that retracement level would have kind of drawn out. Just trying to get that same level, about there. So yeah, you can imagine the price just kind of coming up and just topping just above that, and then dropping down, topping just above that, touching the daily 200 MA, which by that stage would probably be about there, maybe, depending how long this takes to get up there, and then down into the crypto winter until September. That's actually a possibility. That's a fairly strong possibility, I'd say. So if the price just suddenly rocketed up, hit the 200 MA, like now, it would basically touch 100k and then reject from there, and that's it. Just party's over, guys. But if it's so, also the longer it takes, the lower that that top is going to be. Assuming that plays out exactly doing that. There's a fair amount of superstition involved in there, I think, but or maths, kind of choose your poison, as it were. So, yeah, that was that really. I segued slightly into talking about that from talking about retracement levels, but in fact, as it turns out, that one in particular could turn out to be quite relevant to the the next market top, I think.
Cool.
What else should we look at?
If anyone,
we sort of done.
I'm all right. I was just thinking. Well, we can't really look at it, but Scotty was just saying that XTP took a dump on weeks. Yeah, he's right actually, but we can't look at it on the chart because it's not on the chart yet.
So weeks is a source, isn't it, on TradingView?
It is, but for some reason, I don't think it's on. The last time I looked, it wasn't on there.
Yeah, check now maybe.
Yeah.
Crypto.
It's today when they're supposed to properly get the exchange integrated with the app. So, because at the moment the app's just reading nonsense for the price.
Yeah. So we might just suddenly see it appear on here.
I guess there might be just something going on, or maybe it's just people, people thinking, well, they haven't done what they said by the 9th, so
yeah,
and dump all my coins. I mean,
it's a drama queen market.
Yeah. And throw all my XTP out the pram.
Yeah, they're just putting this in at XTP USD. I think you meant XRP USD. Well,
yeah,
maybe I did. Maybe that's what I should have meant. But no, XTP is going to fly, I'm sure. Fairly sure.
Yeah.
One day.
I hope so. I mean, to be honest, I keep relying on our mate Roman to sort of keep me enthused, because he mentioned something in the Telegram group about the roadmap, and I kind of said, "Oh, what roadmap?" Because I wasn't aware they had one, and then he sort of messaged me saying, "Oh, it was something that Arson told me about, but wasn't actually a public roadmap." So,
sure,
he's still convinced. He's still convinced everything's going to happen in Q1, including the GBP card loading, which I think that is the main thing that is going to save it. If that doesn't save it, I don't know what will. But I think that will work. And he did say Q1. Q1 is 6.5 weeks. So that's what we got left really. So I hope it does happen. I'm suspecting whatever's going on the exchange now is probably something to do with them making it live on the app, because honestly it doesn't take hardly anything to move the price with that, because the market cap is just less than a new meme coin. It's
mad. It's meant to be a kind of a banking utility coin, isn't it not? Yeah,
it's
pitiful, to be honest.
There's no nice way of saying it. I did actually
without being banned from the Telegram again.
I did actually get it mentioned though on Nick Nimmon's YouTube channel the other day. Don't know if you saw that the weekend, but Nick Nimmin is a friend of mine who does a YouTube channel about YouTube, about how to grow your YouTube channel. And he does this kind of does this kind of clinic thing on Saturday, him and his brother. I met Nick in Chiang Mai in Thailand in 2019. Very nice bloke, and so I kind of there's a little form you can fill in where they'll critique your channel, and I did it, and he did, and it was cool actually, and but one of the things he actually picked out was one of my better thumbnails is where you've got this XTP card there, So would you assume that XTP has something to do with Bitcoin? You should have a big Bitcoin logo there. And he mentioned it, and I was thinking that's actually quite good, really, for a channel that's got, what's he got? I think he's got like nearly 1 million subscribers, so
Yeah.
it's bigger than this one. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that will help anyone. Might even help this channel, actually. I don't know, but
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a mention for them. No one thanked me apart from Roman, but there you go.
But he's nice, So.
He is a nice fellow, yeah.
I was just going to
Welshies.
Yeah, it's just a nice lot we are. Just keep getting invaded by the bloody English. So yeah, where have you gone? Are you back?
No, just.
You're standing up. You're at a standing desk.
I am. I can sit down if you want.
Well, no, I mean it just reminds me a bit of.
I'm going down now.
Rainbow, the old children's TV series. They were like lined up along.
I know a guessing game.
Exactly
that one.
Yeah. Except maybe not said in quite such a camp. Is it? Oh, zippy.
my old girlfriend's dad used to work on Rainbow, and because she was from Bournemouth, and Bournemouth's where Rainbow was filmed, and her dad, Mick Brady, proper like big Irish bloke, he used to do like build the sets and all that sort of stuff, He was a tad homophobic, actually. And
so it's probably not the right program for him to be working on.
He said, I can't stand working on that show. I just can't bear it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe the things they get up to.
The things they get. Oh, blimey. Okay. Well, I suppose if it's all about kind of sticking their arms at the backs of puppets and things like that.
Yeah. But he did work on the City Show as well, which he actually preferred. That was his favourite show to work on.
Okay, that was a man's puppet, City.
Yeah.
Salt of the earth, that one.
That was a proper show for real men.
Yeah. So, none of this. Oh, zippy. Anyway, I was just going to mention just on here, probably wrap up on the TA after that. But so I put the Quadzilla's retracement channels back on again, and it's worth pointing out on these. It's also because these levels, even once that stops drawing, because I mean obviously if it just carried on drawing, you wouldn't be able to see anything on the chart. It would just be a big lot of noise. But as it is, these levels do continue to be very, very relevant. Like this one, so that's a 50% level between there and there. That's right. Yes, that's 50% there. And then this one. Oh, actually, yeah. Which one did I point? That's 50% level between there and there. That one's between there and there. And so these all continue to be relevant. So like this one, as I was saying before, this is kind of like the fair value zone, really. It's that level, that's the 50%. Then really kind of, it's like a gradient of price behavior, of open orders, really, above and below that. So if I kind of draw them just in rays, you can just kind of see the price then ends up kind of straddling that same level. It's oscillating above and above and below, and until it breaks above it for a while, and then back to straddling it again, and then break down, and funnily enough, right down to just touch that retracement level, which is insane. How accurate that actually was, to be honest. Then similarly, this one, which is from the level further down, it's kind of there. you'd think, oh, maybe that one's kind of a bit of a misfire, but in fact, this level here, it ends up becoming the resistance, the resistance for that kind of level there. Then the retracement levels themselves, if I kind of draw that one in, resistance there, a bit of a breakdown below it, similar, but just bounced, rejected from the downside, came back up, but doink again, and below, rejected, and then it's support levels along there, blah blah blah, blah. And then resistance comes back up to touch that same level and down, and then doing its interplay thing along there. Also, that one as well, of course, turned into further retracement levels. Well, not further, because that was just the 50%. Turn into these retracement levels going along there. So lots and lots of corroboration of price action along there. So all of that added together, you can kind of tell that 89.4 is a rather important level. I think we could expect. So the price, if it doesn't come down to here first again, probably come up to there, maybe bounce before kind of heading up, which kind of ties in, I think, with was it gone? That's on the daily on this one, isn't it? Yeah, what I was drawing on here for the for these things. Oh, and drawing it on the other. Yeah. Well, back to front. Something. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I was drawing a bunch of lines. It all ties together when it comes down to it. So that's probably about it, really, from me. That's it from me, or goodbye from me, or whatever. So, unless there's anything we wanted to quickly cover. Otherwise, I think I probably need to skedaddle.
No, that's all right. I'm just going to just looking at the comments, and yeah, I mean, Scott, you were saying BlackRock just sent a load of Bitcoin beneath to Coinbase. Does that mean anything these days? It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to dump it, does it? I don't know. Whatever. Say they bought a load of Bitcoin. Yeah, he normally does on Monday, doesn't he? Aussie, we might get a bullish Elon tweet regarding X money, crypto adoption on X.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just thinking this morning about X, and because he started off with that kind of the idea that it was going to be the everything app on people's phones, but
right.
Sort of a bit like in China, I think, where they have kind of their everything app. I've forgotten the name of it now, but
WeChat, isn't it?
Yeah. And so like everything's on there, like payments and socials and just kind of email and just the whole caboodle. So, and I was thinking, like, has he kind of put payments and stuff on the back burner for a while? He's focusing on not getting to Mars now, isn't he? And just settling for the moon instead, and so on,
Right.
and things like that. But no, yeah, from what you're saying there, it sounds like it's still very much game on with X money and so on. So yeah, kind of interesting.
Scott is saying, am I crazy or stupid for buying XTP here? Do I have to choose one, or to be honest, if you're going to speculate on something, then it's probably as good as anything, because the difference there, right, is there's obviously two fintech products I'm involved with. One's to do with XTP, the other one's to do with ZoidPay. The difference is XTP have actually got a product that is actually working at the moment, and they're making money, right? Whereas the ZoidPay lot haven't actually got a product out yet, and they're losing money, So I'm kind of worried that the ZoidPay guys were going to delay, and then eventually run out of money and go broke.
It's a risk reward, I guess.
Yeah.
So higher risk, but maybe much higher reward. Who knows?
Yeah. Having said that, this stuff is supposed to happen this week, but there again, it was supposed to happen in December as well.
Yeah.
Like a lot of projects I could mention. But the difference with XTP is they have got a business that's working at the moment, and it is earning them money. So they're not going to disappear. So to me, I think it's still a pretty good bet. Like any of the fintech things, it's all to do with sorting out legislation and stuff like that, which when you're dealing with multiple countries is a right pain in the arse, really. So there's that. I don't know. I don't think it's a daft idea. That said, if I hadn't have believed the hype from that Martini guy back in 2023, I'd probably be quite grateful I didn't buy if I hadn't have bought a load of XTP, but I did. So I'm kind of bag holding now. So obviously I'm going to be bullish and wish them all the best, really. But I would say, well, not financial advice, of course, but I don't think it's the daftest idea in the world. But obviously, don't throw your life savings into it. Right, I'm not walking on a treadmill. I did actually try it once. I tried to see if I could walk on a treadmill and work at the same time. Not this kind of work, but kind of my thing where I'm reviewing links, going to websites and stuff like that. And the problem is your wrists get sweaty, and then when you're trying to work a computer, you kind of like you've got sweaty wrists on your desk, and it's really horrible. Yeah. So I don't know.
Just, walk slower. So don't get a sweat on. Just
I could do anyway, but I mean I know people.
But yeah, I know what I mean. I'd imagine it's also very you'd be quite bouncy. So it's like if you're trying to just like that, to demonstrate, to coordinate with stuff, like with a keyboard as well. Just no, I missed on that step. I'll just try and get lower on the next step and hit the right key and so on.
I think, to be honest, it has to be part of the show if you're going to do that. A bit like what Jason Casper does, which I think he's like hilarious. I think he's like really funny when he's on the treadmill and he's, rapping and all that sort of stuff. And I think it's all like really good fun. But I don't know. I'm not going to do that. Hello, Cyprian. How you doing? I don't trust Elon at all. Well, I don't think anyone does, really.
I think we're pleasantly surprised when he does a good thing or whatever. Hope there's more of that. But yeah, I don't trust just any of them. The ruling elite or whatever.
Yeah, the girlfriend I had a couple of years ago, she used to say she was very much into geopolitics and green issues and all that, and ecology and all that. And she used to say, I can't work out if Elon Musk is going to save the planet or if he's a complete lunatic and he's highly dangerous.
Again, can't choose both. Just
yeah. Anyway, KB said news, etc., just accelerates price towards the intended direction. It does not change the direction. Yeah, and what it does, when you get news, you always get like a sort of a whipsaw action, and it just goes back to where it was before anyway. Unless it's something weird, like a proper black swan. Cyprian saying
that's why TA is very much kind of the thing, isn't it? Because like you say, the price blips. It causes a reaction. There's an impulsive move, but it comes back. So
Cyprian saying, advice for everyone: don't marry alts. Nah, I think I've learned that as well over the years. Scotty, billionaires with enough money to do good, but instead blast rockets into space. I've always found that a bit of a is it an oxymoron? I don't know, whatever. The fact that he's sort of like electrifying the vehicles of the world, which is supposed to be ecological, but I'm not sure about that.
That's just more. It gives them more control, more monitoring, and so on. Just the ability to kind of switch off the electricity supply or basically remotely disable cars. Also, they have that.
Yeah.
15-minute cities. That's what it's all driving towards.
Sorry.
Sure.
Sorry about that.
It's
Anyway,
quite a nice soundtrack to what I was saying, actually.
but yeah, I just have to sort of get rid of my daughter's call. Bloody hell.
Persistent.
Look, I'm just going to go, right? Okay.
Should stop there. It's probably a good place to end anyway.
All right. Look, thanks everyone for coming along. Not sure what's going to happen tomorrow. I might do a stream at some point. I'm just not sure when, but otherwise we'll be back Wednesday. Please do give the stream a like and make sure you are subscribed and all that. Do check if you're subscribed, even if you think you are, because there might be a chance you might have been unsubscribed somehow. And all that. And thanks for maff, to maff. And yeah, see you all soon, and trade safe, and see you soon. Bye. Bye for him.
Bye.